Hello students, welcome back to our next part of the video on adjectives. Already you have studied 6 types. Seventh one is possessive adjective, which you already studied in the last chapter, that is pronouns. There are some forms of pronouns which are called possessive pronouns and some are called possessive adjectives, like my, mine is a pronoun, but my is adjective because it is always used before a noun, like that your, his, our, her, their. They are always used before nouns, so they are called adjectives. And last type is emphasizing adjectives. Emphasize, first understand the meaning of emphasize. Emphasize means to give focus, to give more stress, or to give more importance to something. So adjectives which give more importance to the nouns placed or used after them, these adjectives are called emphasizing adjectives. Sometimes while speaking we say my own car, my own house, this is my own bag. That time we give focus, or that time we give more importance to the object that we have with us. That time own, very are called emphasizing adjectives. But remember students, there must be a noun placed after them. So these are all 8 types of adjectives. Now let us see about the position of adjectives in a sentence. Where to place an adjective means where to use an adjective in a sentence. There are 2 uses. One is attributive use, second is predicative use. Attributive means giving information about. So when a noun is put immediately before, when an adjective is put immediately before a noun, that use is called attributive use. See here, he is an honest boy. Here boy is a noun and before that word is honest. So this is called attributive use. You can use adjective in a sentence like this just before a noun. Rita is a clever girl. So here also before girl adjective used is clever. So either you can use adjective this way or you can use predicatively in a predicate. So using adjectives after verbs, generally you know verbs of incomplete predication means special verbs. When special verbs or helping verbs act as main verbs, at that time adjectives can be used alone. But remember, it is generally after helping verbs like is, am, are, was, were, seems, looks. So he is brave. Now he means any person, male. So we are giving information about that person. So after helping verb we can use adjective. He is brave. Rima was silent. So here more information was is given about a girl called Rima using the word silent. So silent is an adjective. They are American. It's a proper adjective, the first type that we studied. And like this, remember, only descriptive adjectives and proper adjectives are used. Descriptive means giving quality of a person, and proper adjectives made from proper nouns. Only these adjectives can be used like this, and most of the adjectives are used attributively, means before the noun. In one of the types of adjectives you studied quantitative adjectives and numerals. This is the most important part of a lesson. Some of the uses of quantitative and numerals. Already you studied adjectives showing quantity. It cannot be counted in number. Those are called quantitative or quantity adjectives, and numerals means which show the number of nouns for which they are used. Now look at these words: little, a little, the little. These are quantitative adjectives. Why? because they can be used to show quantity, not number. So, but what are the differences between little, a little, and the little? Little means nothing, no quantity at all. A little means some quantity, and the little means fixed quantity. I've written here some examples. You can understand very well using these examples. He has little knowledge. Now, which word is used after the adjective little here? Knowledge. Can we count knowledge in number? No, we cannot count. So, he has little knowledge means he has not any knowledge. He hasn't, or he doesn't have any knowledge. So, little here means no almost. And when I use a before it, he has a little knowledge. A little means some, not complete. But again, it is uncountable because knowledge is uncountable. And fixed means the little knowledge he had was useless. No, sometimes around us we see some people with a little bit of knowledge of something, and with that they try to do a big work or a huge work. So that time we use this sentence, whatever knowledge he had was useless because that was not enough. Suppose for example, if you know I've been learning about technology, and if I go in college or in a class where technology is taught, I cannot teach it completely because I might be knowing some things about that technology, but I am not a master of that technology. So for me, then you can use this word, the little knowledge I had was useless, because it needs complete knowledge of that field. So when you're talking about a fixed quantity, but not that much, some only, but fixed one. Difference between a little and the little. A little means something, but it cannot be told how much. But the little means something and it can be told how much. So this is the difference between little and a little and the little. And in numerals, again, like this, little, a little, the little, there are some words, few, a few, the few. Differences, meanings are same here, only difference is little, a little, the little are used before uncountable nouns, and few, a few, the few are always used before countable nouns. So whenever a noun comes after these words, remember it must be a plural noun. So few means not like little, it is none. I can't say it nothing because it is countable. So none. A few means some, and the few means like the little, fixed. Look at these examples. There were few students. Few means no students at all. So students is a countable noun. It can be counted in numbers. There were a few students. A few means some students. The few students present were all without uniform. Yes, only some students were present, but number can be told. Fixed number, maybe 10 or maybe 15, but fixed number. At that time, we can use the word adjective the few. So little, a little, the little, few, a few, the few. Only differences are these are used before uncountable nouns and they show quantity, and these are used before countable nouns and they show number of the nouns. And last important adjective is many. Many in meaning is completely same to many, but difference is when we say many students are present, same meaning is told by this sentence, many a student was present. Only difference is when we use the adjective many, there must be a singular noun after that and singular verb. And when we use simply many, there must be a plural noun after that, many students. So there will be change here because as subject is plural, verb also be plural. So many students were present, but when we use many, there must be a singular noun after that and singular verb. I hope you might have understood the lesson. Thank you so much. I'll post the homework.